Hi, Martha. It's been a while. Do you have a minute? Hey, Sherry. It's been ages, hasn't it? It's been difficult to stay in touch since your divorce with James a year ago. How have you been? Are you doing okay? Of course. There's no way I'd ever feel down. I'm doing great. I reached out because I've got some exciting news to share. What's going on? I'm getting married again. What? Getting married again less than a year after the divorce? Is there something wrong with that? No, it's not like that. I'm just surprised. Guys just can't resist a catch like me, right? Anyway, we've decided to have a small wedding ceremony. Of course, you and my son will come, won't you? Yeah, you're Nick's mother, so... Okay, good. Since you've got great taste, I've got a few things I'd like your help with. You need my help? Yes. I want you to help me pick out my dress. What? But it's your own wedding. I think you should choose what you like. What? Are you trying to say I'm too old to make choices? No, that's not what I meant. I just want you to have a dress you truly adore for the memorable occasion. But if you're okay with me picking, then of course I'll gladly choose. Why didn't you just say that from the beginning? No need for all that fancy talk. Sorry. Oh, and don't forget to pick out accessories and shoes to go with the dress. You want me to choose everything for you? You're quite persistent, aren't you? If I ask you to do something, just shut up and do it. You're so annoying. I'm sorry. Hurry up and decide since we're short on time. Just pick something that will make me look amazing. Okay. Martha, have you heard from Mom? Yeah, she hit me up like an hour ago. I was going to talk to you about it when you get home. Seriously, what's she thinking? It's only been a year since a divorce with Dad, and now she's having a wedding? Isn't that embarrassing? And there'll be loads of people at the ceremony who know Dad. I bet your mother feels like a woman again after the divorce. I get where she's coming from. If it makes her happy, let's just celebrate and be happy for her. I guess. Mom asked you to do a bunch of stuff, huh? Oh, she asked me to pick out her dress, accessories, and shoes. She told me to choose a dress that makes her look the most beautiful. Man, I'm sorry about that, babe. I thought things would settle down a bit after the divorce. But dealing with Mom is no easy task. Well, I do work in apparel, so I don't mind choosing dresses and accessories. Plus, I've got a friend who works at a dress rental shop. So I'm getting some help from her. Already reached out. Seriously, I hope she better not cause any trouble for your friend. As long as Mom doesn't start picking on her like usual. I'll smooth things over there. Anyway, I'm planning to get everything ready in time for your mother's wedding. I'm so sorry, and thank you for everything. Don't sweat it. Divorced or not, she's still your mother, right? And you're my husband. So I'll help out as much as I can. Thank you. I'll make it up to you. Okay. A fancy ice cream would do it. Martha, listen. Stay calm. I just got a call saying Dad collapsed and he's unconscious. What? He went to work as usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just doing his job at the office. He was sitting at his desk sorting through documents when suddenly he collapsed along with his chair. No way! He was in such good health. A co-worker called an ambulance in a panic, and they rushed him to the hospital. He's still unconscious? I'm on my way to the hospital now. Could you come too? Of course. I'll be there as soon as I can. Martha! What are you doing? Today's my wedding day. You said you'd come to pick me up after 8:30. What on earth are you doing, Martha? Sherry, what are you talking about? You got a call from Nick, right? From Nick? I don't know. I don't have time to check my phone on the morning of my wedding day. We've been reaching out since the other day. I don't care about your messages. We'll meet later anyway. What about my ride? I've still got makeup, hair, and getting into my dress to do. And I won't make it on time. Sherry, are you being serious? Of course. It's my wedding. I don't have time for jokes. You really don't know anything, do you? What's going on? I thought your wedding was canceled. What? Why would I do that? I'll never forgive anyone who tries to cancel my wedding. I don't get it. What right do you have to cancel my wedding? I can't believe you'd even think of doing something like that. I'm going to ask Nick to divorce you. Sherry, what are you talking about in a situation like this? Shut it. You're just my daughter-in-law. You never approved of my remarriage. Or were you trying to mess with me? I won't forget this. If you cancel my wedding without asking, I'll make you divorce my son too. You really have no idea? What in the hell are you talking about? I'm sure you've heard from Nick too. He said he called you and texted you. What is it? Just tell me already, jeez. You really want to ruin my wedding so bad, huh? It's not that. Please, calm down. What is it? You're not picking me up. You canceled my wedding. What on earth are you trying to do? We're in the middle of James' funeral. Huh? Nick has reached out multiple times. I don't know anything about that. He passed away? He collapsed at work 2 days ago. It looks like it was heart failure. We were so shocked, didn't know what to do. But we had to start getting ready for the funeral immediately. So, for now, we had to cancel your wedding. That's a lie. We've been trying to get a hold of you, but you were ignoring us. No. What about my wedding? I'm just as clueless about this situation, but it looks like all the relatives invited to your wedding are at the funeral. So even if the wedding happened, hardly any guests from the bride's side could attend. Even if you say that, my partner is waiting for me. What are you going to do? Your partner is here too. What? I heard that your partner is a colleague of James from his company. I didn't know until just before the funeral started. Huh? He's there? Why? It's the day of the wedding. Your partner. He heard about it through the company and even came to the wake. He's a great guy, handling it so well despite the complications from his position. Oh no. What have you been up to the past 2 days? I was preparing for my wedding. What do you mean? I went to the spa, hair salon, and got my nails done. I was getting ready for my big day. So, you've been spending these past 2 days just for yourself? Isn't that just how it is for a bride right before her wedding? But you had time to check your phone, didn't you? I called you so many times, and so did Nick. Even your partner tried to reach you last night. He did? I don't know anything about that. Anyway, the funeral is about to start. I'll talk to you later. Mom, Dad's funeral just finished. Considering he lived with us until a year ago, it's unbelievable how you could act like nothing happened. Well, I didn't know, so what could I do? Their relatives were all appalled. They said they'd cut ties with you for good. Even if they said that, I have my own life too. Even your new partner was appalled. What? Come to think of it, when you two started dating, wasn't it before the divorce? Your partner said he didn't even know you were married. Apparently, you told him you were a widow who lost your husband 10 years ago, or something like that. That's, You're so selfish and self-centered. Your partner, obviously, didn't know you were still married. But when Dad collapsed, it was him who rushed to help him. Oh, really? Was that so? Well, he's a kind man. That's when he found a family photo on his desk. Family photo? Dad had a picture of the three of us. You and me on his desk. What? Dad probably still had some love for you somewhere deep down. He did. Your partner must have been really shocked, huh? He was planning to marry you without knowing anything. I can only imagine how guilty he must feel. He didn't do anything wrong. It's all on me. I didn't tell him anything. That's right. It's all on you. Look at how much you've hurt Mr. Johnson. And then you dumped all the wedding dress stuff on Martha, telling her to pick something that makes you look the most beautiful. Give me a break. There's no dress that can make someone as hurtful as you look beautiful, not just to Dad, but also to Mr. Johnson. You don't have to talk to me like that. I didn't know anything about your father's death. It's all because you're so self-centered, isn't it? You met Mr. Johnson for some reason, and you fell for him. Then your love for Dad started to fade, and you used the strained relationship as an excuse for divorce. After that, you quickly moved on to marrying Mr. Johnson. Wait a minute. You were so busy making yourself look good, all for your own sake. And because of that, you didn't even notice calls or messages from everyone. That's true, but it wasn't on purpose. Even if it wasn't on purpose, you were involved with another man before you and Dad divorced. I can't forgive you for that. I made sure to tell Mr. Johnson everything about what happened. I truly feel sorry for him, innocent as he is. Huh? So he knows I was two-timing him? Yes, I told him. What did he say? He was shocked. He said he never imagined you could be like that. He was thinking all this time that your husband passed away a long time ago. He was attracted to your sincerity, kindness, and femininity. But it was all a lie. Enough! What have you done? You have no right to take away my happiness. You don't have the right to take away my happiness either. What? You told Martha that I'm going to divorce her because she canceled your wedding. Well, I was upset. You can't get married to Mr. Johnson anymore. What do you mean? Now that he knows everything you did to him, he said he can't be with you anymore. What? What do you expect? Think about how he feels. Well, it is what it is. Wait a minute. I want to get married to him. Do something about it. I'm busy with Dad's funeral. Do something about it yourself. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Don't ever reach out again. Nick! Martha, why do I have to go through all this because my ex-husband passed away? I've been criticized by my son and then completely cut off. And now, even my fiancé is leaving me. It's just too much. You must have filled Nick's head with all sorts of things, didn't you? Please stop making baseless accusations. Isn't it all just the consequence of your own actions? You were already dating Mr. Johnson while you were still married to James, right? Well, that's considered adultery, isn't it? I heard that before he passed away, James was dismayed by your selfish behavior. Nick also mentioned how he couldn't forgive your behavior that troubled James. Yet, despite all that, he still loved you. Considering how Nick feels knowing this, I'm speechless. I get that Nick was shocked. That was my fault. But still, does that give him the right to spill everything to my fiancé and ruin our relationship, right? Mr. Johnson himself decided not to marry, not Nick, so don't blame him. He must have been as shocked as Nick. I doubt he's planning to reconcile with you, to be honest. Oh no. I want to be happy. I want to live the rest of my life with love. I need him for that. That being said, you're my daughter-in-law, right? Go convince him to marry me. What? Why me? Nick is mad at me. You're the only one I can ask. Help your mother-in-law for once. With all due respect, if my husband has cut ties with you, I don't feel obligated to help you. Also, considering the feelings of James and Mr. Johnson, I can't bring myself to feel inclined to help you. You're such a cocky daughter-in-law. We're no longer related since I'm cutting ties with you. I don't want you to contact me ever. If you need anything, figure it out yourself. I'm done with you. You're kidding, right? Don't be like that and help me. I'm about to lose everything. You should have seen this coming. You deserve this. I don't want anything to do with you. I will block you now. Good luck with your life. Hold on, Martha. Goodbye. Martha! Following discussions with Mr. Johnson, we decided to cancel my mother-in-law's marriage. Considering he was deceived and became a victim in this situation, it's only fair. So the cancellation fee for the wedding venue was charged to my mother-in-law. Since she was the one who had signed the contract, she had used up her share of the assets from the divorce with my father-in-law on personal expenses and had no savings. She had to explain the situation to her relatives, who agreed to cover the cost. However, one condition was that she had to work at a factory owned by her relatives for the rest of her life. Sherry is sadly living in the dormitory of a factory run by relatives, where she goes to work in tears every day. It seems she won't be able to leave until she repays the amount covered for her. Nick and I are continuing to spend time together as usual. Now that everything is settled after the funeral, we're discussing our future plans.
My name is Matt. I was raised by a strict mother since childhood. I studied hard and always got excellent grades to meet my mom's expectations since she was a single parent. I graduated from a top university and got a job at a top company. From there, I worked hard and finally made it up to the manager's class. My mom, who has supported me all these years, had an unexpected car accident, hurt her leg, and needed nursing care. So she had to live with me. At that time, I got married. So me, Mom, and my wife Rachel started to live together. We're having roasted chicken tonight. Roasted chicken, that's my favorite dish. I thought so. What time are you coming home? If you're late, I'll eat first. Your mother needs to go to bed early. It's bad for her if she's up late, right? Well, maybe around 8. You can have Mom eat first. What about you, Rachel? I don't want to eat with her. It's not fun to talk with her. I'll eat with you. I'll be starving, so come home early. Okay, I'll try my best. It's not that I'm asking you guys to be close, but when I'm not around, look after Mom. I know it's hard for her to do it by herself. It's your job. If she needs help, hire a caregiver. I can't help her. We can't afford it. You don't have to do anything. But like talk with her or at least be careful from accidents. I know. Thank you. I'll be home as soon as I can. Things were going well with me like this. But I guess she didn't like the idea of living with her mother-in-law after we just got married. She didn't seem to have a good impression of my mom, but there was no problem with her, so I didn't mind. Sorry, I have to work late again today. I can't finish my work. Maybe I'll stay overnight at my coworker's place. He lives near the office. Is that okay? I don't think that's a good idea. It's disturbing. Can't you catch the last train? You won't be home today? Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably won't make it. I thought about taking a cab, but he told me to stay at his place. I have to get back to work early tomorrow, so I'll probably stay there. So you can sleep whenever you want, okay? That's fine, but wait a minute. What happens if your mother wants to go to the bathroom? I don't want to get up if she calls me in the middle of the night. I mean, it's so dirty. I can't do it. I can't. No way. I'm sorry, Rachel, but can I ask you to do it? I'm too busy with work too. I can't do everything. Even if you ask me to do it, I can't. Why should I take care of her? I won't. I'm not her blood relative, so why should I? Please, I really can't take care of her today. You know she can't go to the bathroom by herself at night, but she can't stand it. Then she can wear a diaper, right? Adult diapers, there you go. She's a grown-up. She should take care of herself. How long is she gonna keep you near her? Plus, she's making a wife take care of her. You don't have to be so rude. Then I'll take a cab home. I'll take care of her. I'm going back to work now. I've been working a lot overtime lately. I feel bad that I'm coming home late and late every day, but I'm exhausted. Even though I'm tired, Rachel didn't take care of her. I didn't feel good about it. Of course, she's my own mother, and I was going to take care of her myself. But I felt a little angry because it felt like she was making fun of all of the people who need care. I want to talk to you about something today. I'll be working overtime from tomorrow, so I'm planning to tell you today. What do you want to talk about? Don't say at the last minute, I'm going out tonight. You said you weren't working late, so I made plans. What? You're going out? You didn't tell me. Do I have to tell you? When you get home, you're with your mother all the time. It doesn't matter if I'm not there. I need a break. So I'm busy today. If there's something going on, can't you tell me now? It's your lunch break, right? You want me to text you about that? It's pretty important. Why not text? I have things to do too, so hurry up. Okay, fine. I heard you're making Mom clean the house. Can't you see she needs care? You can't force her to work too hard. What if it gets any worse? Her brain is normal, so she'll be fine. She can at least clean even though her legs are bad. Look, wouldn't it be better for her to exercise than to stay calm? She can wash dishes and cook if she uses the counter chair. Those chairs are tall, right? How can you be so ruthless? You should take better care of her. You can do the housework too. Why do you keep putting it on her? Wait a minute. Who lives in the house? You earn the money. Then what about me and your mother? Why do you have to do all the housework? Shouldn't your mother do it too? I don't make her do everything. We share the work. She can't just eat and sleep for free. Can't you see that she needs care? I feel bad for you, Rachel. That's why I buy you what you want. and give you allowance. That's not the problem. The problem is how she lives. I just don't like when she doesn't do anything at home. Then do you want me to make her stay in her room? Would that be better? What about laundry? What about the dishes? You want me to do it? You're not solving the problem. I'll do mom's part. You can leave them. Now, okay? I don't want you to make her do anything anymore. I don't want to push her. I won't complain if you do them. I'll leave them then. I didn't expect Rachel to have this kind of feeling towards my mom. I was honestly surprised because I never imagined. But I guess it can't be helped. I work overtime every day and can't help Rachel. And even if I could go home early, all I do is to take care of my mom. I guess a wife and mother-in-law are like oil and water. I regretted myself and decided to go on a trip somewhere after the busy season. Good news! I'm coming home a little early today. Actually, I'm planning something. I'll tell you when I get home. Don't be surprised, okay? Oh, what is it? Tell me now. You have to take care of your mother again. You'll be busy, right? Actually, I'm planning a family vacation. Maybe next month we can go to Hawaii. Really? What's up all of a sudden? It's not a sudden. I just want to have fun together once in a while. Maybe that's a good idea. Well, let's talk about it again when you're less busy. Yay, I'm excited. Me too. Rachel seemed to be happy about it. I was happy that we could finally get our marriage back on track. And I quickly finished work that day and went home. It had been a while since I had a face-to-face talk with Rachel. I went to work the next day in a good mood, and then I got a call from my boss. I'm sorry, Matt, but you're going on a business trip next month. I'll send you the details by email. Business trip? Maybe for a week. I know you were planning for a family trip. I'm sorry. Family trip? What are you talking about? Did I tell you? No, it's just a guess. A guess that you're going on a trip. Ha ha ha. You know it's a vacation season. You were free next month, so I thought maybe you're going on a family vacation. Isn't that what everyone does? Right. But if it's a business trip, it can't be helped. I wondered why my boss mentioned about family trip, but I was more worried about my mom. Would she be able to stay home alone with Rachel during the business trip? But I had to go on a business trip. I had no choice but to try to persuade her. Actually, I'm busy at work, and I will be late again today. And there's one thing I hate to say, but I have to tell you. What's wrong? I've got a sudden business trip next month. Oh, that's too bad. Let's go on a trip next time. And I was wondering if you could take care of my mom during that time. I'm really sorry, but you're the only one I can count on. I can't do anything while I'm on a business trip. I understand. I'll take care of her while you're away. Really? That's my honey. That helps a lot. Thank you. I was quite happy that she accepted my offer so easily. But I felt strange. She hated her so much, but she accepted so easily. But I didn't have time to think about it. And the day of the business trip came in no time. I went on a business trip. I'm gonna have dinner with your mother. I'm doing great, right? Thanks for taking care of my mom. I'm glad you're kind of enjoying. I'm sorry for leaving it to you. I'm gonna buy you some souvenirs, so please wait for me. I received a picture with my mom and Rachel for a week like this. So I was able to concentrate on my work. I was relieved that she was doing well. When I got home, I thanked Rachel and gave her a souvenir. We talked for a while since she was in a good mood, and then I went to see my mom. Rachel said she was going to bed. I was planning to talk to my mom for a while, but she told me an unexpected fact. I never thought that such a thing was possible. To confirm the truth, I decided to wait until the next daytime by being nervous. What are you doing? What do you mean? I'm at home. I don't have anywhere else to go. Are you sure? You think I'm lying? Well, what's going on all of a sudden? You're at home? Yeah, it may be true, but it's my boss's home, right? Huh? What are you talking about? Don't say something possible. You're cheating on me. You don't have to hide it anymore. And you've been cheating on me all the time while I was away. You even promised to meet him at his house at this time today. You two are so gross. Hey, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying, right? I know all about your affairs. I'm not cheating on you. Oh well, if you're insisting like that, why don't you send me a picture of where you are right now? Fine, you're so skeptical. You're so prepared. I didn't expect you to have prepared all this. Wow. Then what's this? Real-time footage of our house. What the hell is this? It's a robot that watches over you. You don't know? I bought it because you wouldn't take care of Mom. It takes pictures from the robot's eyes. And by the way, it's got great audio. This is voyeurism. It's an invasion of privacy. I bought it for Mom. I didn't expect I'd know something more. And it just happened that I caught you cheating. You didn't think I'd find out, did you? I work late a lot, so. If you could meet him at home, you'd have an alibi. You could have cheated on me all you wanted. I thought it was strange, because you hated Mom, but you accepted to take care of her so easily. And my boss mentioned about the family vacation even though I didn't tell him. It's not my fault. He asked me to stay with him. I couldn't say no. It's true. I'm sorry. You don't know how long that robot has been there? 6 months ago. The affair started 3 months ago, right? It's all recorded. You called him from your side every day, huh? That guy asked you out? You were talking in a very good mood. By the way, my mom told me all this. I don't know if you underestimated her because she needed care, but she only has bad legs. Everything else is fine. And yet, if you were cheating on me at home every day, I'd find out. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I missed you. I won't do it again. Forgive me. I only have you. Getting divorced. I've made up my mind. I don't want to be with you anymore. And by the way, there will be punitive damages since you harassed her. Be prepared. I won't back down. Wait a minute. I don't have the money for that. I don't work. You know that. How am I going to pay for it? Why don't you get your partner pay for it? I'm sure he's a very well-paid executive, so why don't you discuss that with him? Rachel was saying something more, but I stopped talking to her. While she was gone, I had a moving company move all our belongings. She kept calling me during that time, but I ignored all of them. After that, I filed a claim for punitive damages through a lawyer, and as a final touch, I sent photos of the affair to all the employees' computers in the company. The rumor spread all over, and all the women hated the boss. Of course, he was relegated because of the affair. and his annual salary dropped drastically. By the way, it seems that they got married right after my divorce was finalized, and they are now busy paying the punitive damages together. I'm glad we got divorced. I guess the person who lives life wisely wins.